This is an emergency escape window, so it doesn't have a screen. I want to be able to open this at night and leave it open, so I need to make some sort of a screen. And because it is the emergency escape window, it needs to be a screen that I can break through easily. What I'm using to make my screen is one of those mesh doors that you can buy at the dollar store or at Home Depot or Lowe's or even Walmart. Now, you don't need to use this particular brand. This one just happened to be the one that I had purchased. For my purposes, it just had to be small mesh and soft so I could break out the window easily should I need to. So I need to cut down this big patio door screen so that it looks like this and fits that window. It starts off looking like this. It's pretty wrinkled and hard to work with. If I had an iron, it would have made it a little easier, but I don't have one, so just do with what I have. There are little magnets enclosed in these plastic cases, and you put one on each side of the center seam, and when you release the sides, the magnets are attracted to each other, and it seals the center seam up. I didn't find it very effective. This little magnet sits inside this plastic container, and you put one on each side of the closure, and it holds it together. However, there are gaps in it. The idea is great and seems simple enough, but as I said, it leaves gaps, and bugs can get in behind the gaps. I didn't have enough Velcro to cover both sides of the screen opening, so I cut it in half. After I cut it, I attached the hook side to one side of the opening and the loop side to the other side of the opening. Make sure you get them facing properly so they stick to each other. I have found the glue on the back of these hook and loop are pretty sticky, and you don't need to sew them. At least in this application. I suppose if it was in a high traffic area, you would want to secure them better. Now both sides of the opening have Velcro on them, and they're stuck together, and it's time to move on to putting them up at the window. So once again, because this is an emergency escape window, I cannot put a permanent screen up. So I measured the window, and I need the screen to be 27 inches long. So I measured the screen and cut it at the 27-inch mark. So you don't need to be brilliant or amazing. You just need a measuring tape and a good pair of scissors. Now I'm not sure if the hard part is reaching my hands up underneath the blind and ripping them to shreds, or getting the backing off of the carpet tape. It would have been more efficient to remove the blind, and then I could see clearly where the tape was going to be put against the wall, but I didn't do it that way, so I just fumbled along. And of course, trying to do this while sitting on your bed with no place to put your legs is really uncomfortable and awkward. It takes me several tries to get the placement right, but finally I succeed. I now put the double-sided carpet tape on the window and stick the sides of the screen to the carpet tape. At the bottom of the screen, you're going to have to add some Velcro. You will attach the hook or the loop side to the back of the screen, and then the opposite side you will attach to the wall on either side of the opening. And there you have it, a DIY screen by Jan.